I don't care if you've been trying to kill that Justice League all night. If you up, smash that like button. Welcome to Black and the Black Dot Infinity. I'm the host. Cthulhu's Prodigy coming to you live and direct from the beast that smokes me out fam with all the daggers shit on my left old friend in the world, old ninja.
Is the woke mob really woke, or are you just asleep?
On my far right, engineering on the ones and twos, choking people out on threes and fours. Kronos.
Ya no estoy sobrio.
You're not sober?
I am not. I ended a
okay.
little bit early. That's great.
Happy Black History Month Eve. You
Yes,
gotta drink that.
That it is. I will drink to that.
It's
And-
not. I mean, we're not there yet.
What am I gonna drink?
That's
I'm gonna
that's
drink.
the-
Shout out to Patrick. Y'all can't see this. Okay, it's called the Anti-Life Equation.
Oh shit.
Oh no, shit!
So-
You lying?
Patrick, listener to the podcast, he's part of the Brothers in Craft Brew, who I met through the group. This was on Tavor, and he sent me a message. He's like, "Yo, you see this?" And I was like, "No." And then I looked, and I was like, "Instant buy." So yeah,
Yep.
I'll let y'all know
That
how it
sounds
tastes.
great.
Yeah, in a minute.
That sounds like a hangover. That's what it sounds
I
like.
have to like unpack it because it's got like the wax top, and I got to cut into it and then pop it open and all that shit. So
That just means it's mo gooder.
hopefully,
All right.
if it's trash, it's trash. We'll see. I'll let you know.
What type of stats we starting off with?
Listener of the week would be Terry Rankin. Once again, thank you very much for listening. And first in the chat will be, hold on, I was trying to open this shit up. Now I got to stop and pause and click buttons because I didn't open this shit up yet. I don't know who's first in the chat.
Nope.
First in the chat is my daughter. There we go.
Lilith
And Patrick. He's there too. Yeah, there we go. He's saying, you got it.
She beat out Patrick though. Hey, we got folks up in here. They get into the chat tonight.
Yeah, there we go.
I love it. Much love. All right, old ninja. You usually pouring out something. I know it ain't the anti-life equation because you don't pour that on the ground.
Yeah, I don't. I didn't even know that existed. So, yeah. Oh, I was like, because I was thinking, I'm like, hold on, that's like a craft beer. We be pouring out the Malt 40s.
Yeah, but
I know how we do.
The like wax top is nice and all, but it's like it increases the difficulty of opening a fucking beer by a lot.
Yep.
It's like,
I mean, hold on, just to say, I'm pretty sure you're gonna say yes to this, but do you have a knife on you at all times?
Yeah, but I mean, right now I have like a this.
There you go.
But,
yeah, you have a wine opener, which always has a knife.
Yes,
on it,
you know I have a knife with me at all times.
I knew you
usually
some kind of knife, so I'm just saying that's why he gave it to you.
But you have to like hack into it. It's like kind of a
no. You just you slide the rim, you spin the bottle, and
you do. But if you need like it depends on what kind of bottle opener you have. But like, I wish they had like the stupid like pull tab thing.
Oh yeah,
where you can just fucking pull it, and then
I actually find that those are more difficult. You know why? Because the tab always fucking rips, and you have a halfway pulled fucking wax.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I mean,
almost all the time.
I mean, wax is cool for like candles and shit. But like, I'm trying to drink a beer. Like, I don't need an extra step for this shit. Like, does it seal it more? No. Like, let's be honest here. This is just purely aesthetics, and it's an annoying aesthetic.
I mean, it's good on Maker's Mark. I'll say that.
I mean, yeah, but again, you're robbing me of time I could be drinking. So that's all I'm saying.
Damn. Okay.
I'm going around the rim so many goddamn. I'm giving this fucking bottle a rim job right now. It's not.
All right. So while he's struggling with his candle wax tips, we're gonna pour out some of this some King Cobra for our dearly departed, starting with Masumi Max, actress and fetish model. She's appeared in magazines like Playboy and Maxim. She owns the cosmetic brand I Am Sin. She's appeared in films such as Corn Man, American Vegetable Hero, as well as an uncredited role in Triple X State of the Union, which had Samuel Jackson and Ice Cube.
Corn Man?
Corn Man, like corn, like an ear of corn.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's a Roger. I believe it's a Roger Corman film, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, he's a vegetable. So there you go. She had an uncredited role in State of the Union, which starred Samuel L. Jackson, Ice Cube, where she played the girlfriend of rapper Exhibit in the movie. What were you saying?
X to the Z.
Yes. Oh, of course. She was found in her Las Vegas home. Even though local police do not suspect any foul play, her death is still being investigated. She was 45.
This is pissing me off. I'll be right back.
What happened?
He'll be right back. Keep
Okay.
going. Keep it moving.
Yeah, I was like, well, he's probably going to want to chime in on the next one, but okay. Next one, we have Jessie Jane. Jessie Jane, born Cynthia Ann Howell. She used to work for the Hooters chain and then worked her way up in the organization to regional training coordinator before deciding to become a full-time Hawaiian tropic bikini model. Did someone just jump? Someone's Johnny in
Yeah,
chat.
I think it's blue, but keep going because I
Well,
can't. I think
Blue may need a lifeline, so he may need to get saved. So after she became a Hawaiian tropic bikini model, she shortly became signed with Digital Underground and worked her way to become a porn idol. Actually, she made porn idol status. She stars in the 2 pornographic films that are the highest budgeted ever made or of all time, depending on how you want to word it. The 2 movies are Pirates and Pirates 2, so she's in the original and sequel. She has a couple of mainstream projects. She's in Starsky and Hutch, the one with Ben Stiller and not Owen, the other brother, the 2 brothers, Wilson, Owen Wilson. Yes, so Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson. The film Middleman, which is actually about porn and its grassroots. The HBO reality TV series Family Business. She had a cameo in the Baywatch Hawaiian Wedding and on the HBO series Entourage.
Wow.
CNBC has a documentary titled Porn Business of Pleasure, where she's featured in the final segment. She was found in her Oklahoma home next to her boyfriend. Her cause of death is believed to be drug overdose, but is still being investigated. She was 43. So there you go.
All bad. Do not look up her work at work.
At work?
Don't do that.
Yes, it is not safe for work. Actually, for the documentary series, you can search CNBC's website, but for her actual professional career work, do it on your phone, your personal phone, not your work phone, and not on a work computer.
I mean,
There you go.
it depends on how dedicated you are to continued employment.
There you go.
There you go. I mean, same difference.
If you're kind of wishy-washy, fuck that job. I'm just saying.
God damn. I mean, but your job's gonna fuck you though.
Nah,
They're gonna be like, fuck you.
you either the fucker or the fucky. I mean, I'm just saying you could fuck them first.
Or you could have fuck you money and just quit.
Yeah, you could just quit.
I feel like those who have fuck you money work for themselves. So,
But that's why you quit. There we go. See, all I need is my actual fucking knife.
There you
And
go.
a different bottle opener. This thing is trash. Whoever, let me shout out this company. Kutal Sommelier Innovation. Fuck you. Your shit sucks. I'm just saying.
yeah.
On BP.
Thank you
All
to
right,
hold on. I will give a shout out to Blue's coming in. Give a shout out to Hammond Design with my OAF knife from Iraq.
Dang.
Just saying.
Blue tried to get in the chat, but I think the girl is blocking him.
I think it's
She might have hit him with
he might be the poltergeist. Shit. I think that's what's going on right now.
Am I coming in through yet?
No, you're definitely in poltergeist.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Shit, fuck.
We can hear.
We can't see you.
It's not time yet. Fuck.
Oh shit! Man.
Wait.
Shit.
Am I coming through yet?
From the nightmare mode.
I saw the desk. I saw.
See. Oh man, I can't get the right connection.
You better
try to get through. I'm almost there.
Oh
This is
shit! He's in
Ariel.
there. Oh, damn!
damn.
Look at this dude.
What is
All
up,
right.
guys?
Yeah,
bro. Been way too long, goddammit.
Oh,
Oh, guess who's
And
back?
out.
Back again. Blue is back.
back
Tell a
again.
friend. Haha, what's up, guys?
Yo, how's it
What's up,
going?
man?
As you can
What's up,
tell, I'm free. I'm back up in this booch.
So hold on, have you gained new employment? Is that, or you just had the night off?
I have gained new employment.
Awesome! This is it. This is the best news.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Yes, I mean, I'm still waiting for the background check and all the paperwork and stuff to go through, but I basically got my dream job.
do they know about the bodies in the backyard?
They do not.
Oh,
They do.
okay. Well,
Dang.
hopefully you pass that
Okay.
part.
But yeah, I actually accepted an offer back at Meta. I'm going to be working in their VR department, which I'm pretty fucking excited about.
Oh shit! Yeah, the
So,
VR department just. I think they're starting a hiring thing over there.
Well,
Because
it's
they
their
laid off
testing
people, but
lab,
then they
so it's
need
gonna be
people for
their
VR.
like where they're going to experiment with like a bunch of different things and devices and tools. So I'm going to
Nice.
be help managing the lab, make sure it's up and running, and like I'm be working with all kind of mechanical engineers and bioengineers and optical engineers, like all these like smart ass people. So pretty excited about it.
Hmm.
But I officially start. I was supposed to start on the 5th, but it's been pushed back until the 12th because the company they're using for the background check is really horrible. So it's taken them 2 weeks to check my background, and so far all they found was that I live in a bunch of houses.
That's kind of funny because you used to work for them as a contractor. It should be pretty fucking easy, right?
Yeah, right, exactly. But I guess the contracting company I'm going to now is using like a different company, and
You're contracting again?
yeah, I'm still
God,
contracting.
this is the state of IT, and I really don't like it. Honestly, it's going to push like a lot of IT companies. Eventually, people are going to unionize because of this specific thing with contracting.
Yeah, but I'm going to be paying. I'm getting paid pretty well, so
I mean,
I'm
that's
not
good, but
too mad.
yeah. Congrats.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm super
wait, so hold
excited
on.
about it,
The
but-
question
I'll
is,
get paid.
can you hang out with me during SF Beer Week? That's the question.
Well, I'm glad you asked that, Kronos, because I checked with the sweetest, and she said yes.
Drunk
I can
Blue is
hang
Black.
out.
All right, Drunk Blue is
Yeah,
Black.
baby. So I'm
I'm
be
just saying.
going to SF Beer Week opening gala with Kronos, and I am going to be purchasing the premium package. So I will be there
Awesome.
at 4 p.m. as well, enjoying some beers.
Oh, some, as in like a lot.
A lot. A whole lot of them. Hopefully they don't kick us out like they did last the last time we went, they wouldn't let us bring in the pretzel necklace. Remember that?
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, but then they were like, "Oh, it looks like you can bring them in." So, like, we like went back and picked up the bag that we left like near the trash can, and basically just put them on and like walked around. So
Yeah.
hopefully it's not that same way this time around. Yeah, I feel like I'm out of practice. I'm like kind of rusty here. I feel like my camera isn't set right.
No,
No,
good.
you're good.
There you go. So for
Blue-
anybody out there asking where I've been,
Oh shit! Hold
actually-
on. Sorry, I think Patrick might be out there too for SF Beer Week, which would be amazing. Yeah, because I haven't seen that dude in like a long time. Yeah, it's probably in, I want to say 3 years, probably more. Maybe
I'm pretty
maybe
sure
4.
it's longer. I'm pretty sure it's longer than that.
Yeah. Actually, I think we only actually met in person once, which is
No, I
fucking
think
weird. Yeah.
I think has he been to other events, or is that somebody
No,
else I'm
because
thinking of?
we met during the pandemic.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah, because
really?
he was living in Alameda and then he moved to Chicago.
oh, that's right. That's
Back
right.
to Chicago. Yeah. He's a good dude though. Okay, hold on,
Yeah, I think
real
I'm pretty
quick.
sure.
Let me just tell you, like the way I actually met him. It's because we were doing we were exchanging. I think I was picking up beer from him, or I was dropping it to him. I can't remember which one. Kind of irrelevant. I was like past his house, and there was like this dude that was like kicking a fucking bag in the front of their yard, and I was like, "Is this that guy?" That was that guy. So yeah, he's like beating the shit out of this fucking bag in his yard. It was either in his yard or in his garage. But I was like, all right, like so we hit it off right away. But it was during the pandemic where I had to like mask and all that shit. It was fucking annoying.
Was it like a trash bag or like a speed bag? What kind of bag was it?
Oh, it was twice. Yeah, beers, and then once at the crib. That's right. Yeah. No, it was a heavy bag.
Oh, okay.
This is wait, is this the same
That was a body
Patrick-
bag.
Patrick on
Yes.
Plus that plays zombies, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
Kick from hell.
Same guy, dude. That's all he talks about is Shy Time because
Yeah.
we were talking about pizza.
Dude,
different kinds of pizza.
he's for
And
real,
with
like-
the pizza that he likes.
He's for real RNH because like I don't know. He's up at like all hours in like Central Time or maybe it's East Coast time, but it's fucking late when he's up. So and he's got kids and a job.
That's
so,
why we played.
Yeah.
So when we play, it's late for us, but it's even later for him. He's just like, well, I gotta go to work. I'm like, wait. I'm like, hold on, bro. It's late as fuck. He's like,
Yeah, you need to know what kind of
fine.
drugs you're taking because man, it's hard to keep up with the kid and staying up late and working the next day.
That guy. So here's the thing. I got to know him through fucking zombies.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I had heard a little bit here and there. This man is serious about his goddamn Call of Duty zombies. Like almost every fucking night. He's real generous. Like when we played with Jen or B-Boy or anybody else, he's always dropping stuff. He's always willing to help other people on missions. Shout out to Patrick because he's an absolute real one. He's one of the best in the zombie community for being generous.
Yeah.
Like just here's money, here's loot,
he's out there being Rick Grimes.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I mean, he's a
so
confident player, which is good because he's like he knows what to do. He knows what he wants, and he knows how to help the team to get to it. He's not like kind of lost or whatever. Like he's up there because he's like talked about the old zombies because he's been playing the franchise for a while, so he knows what's up.
Yep.
I wonder if he's blushing right now. He's like, oh, these guys, come on.
you know
I know he listens.
Dude, you know what?
He was talking about SF Beer Week with me a little bit, and I was like, yeah, I think this is the same Patrick, but I was like, I don't want to be,
He's in the chat right now.
100%?
So yeah.
Oh, he's in the chat.
Yeah. What's crazy though, so I've been looking up my usual spots for SF Beer Week, and it's fucking sad that like some of the places that I used to go to all the time are closed. So like the Magnolia Smokestack is gone in its entirety. Triple Voodoo is gone.
What about that San Francisco one with all the tweakers and the long lines outside of it?
Oh, the tweakers. Oh, are you talking about
the dive bar that was like super grungy but had nothing but metal and great beer?
Zeitgeist.
Yeah, Zeitgeist.
No,
yeah.
No, not Zeitgeist. The other one.
The other one
remember?
the tiny one with the fucking the sausage place out front.
Yeah, man.
Oh, what was it called?
That's gonna bother me.
It's gonna bother me too because I remember I liked Zeitgeist more because it was basically that but like way bigger and like cooler.
Yeah.
I gotta look it up. Hold on.
Yeah.
That's where the first time I had the younger because our friend Ashish.
Yeah, was it Torpedo or something like that? The
Tornado.
Tornado.
Yeah. Like Patrick, he knows. Fucking Patrick knows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tornado.
the first time I had the younger was there too. I went with does he have a name for it on the podcast? Our friend from high school?
Ashish? I just call him Ashish by his name.
Oh, yeah. So I went there I remember when I went with him, like his coworker and stuff was there, and I bought a couple for Ashish and I. He motherfucking drank my beer. I was so fucking mad.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, Kronos, you got that one for free there.
I got a bunch for free. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they broke the rules. Because, like, so Pliny the Younger, like, if you happen to get, like, their beer at a bar, the bar has like a special like agreement with Russian River, and if you fuck up the agreement, they will fucking excommunicado your ass. Like they excommunicadoed 3 whole fucking cities for breaking this rule of like bottling their beers. But Tornado, they bottled one of their like a growler for like one of their customers, like frequent flyers, and we just happened to be sitting close to like the refrigerator. And the guy, he said they tapped out a Tornado of Pliny the Younger when we got there. And he was like, I don't know what this fucking growler is. He opened it up and he smells it. He's like, oh, this is the Younger. He's like, I don't know who this for, but they didn't pick it up. So y'all want some? So yeah, I had like 2 or 3 of them. Yeah.
Damn.
That was awesome.
But dude, hopefully you can make it out to Hayward if you can hit up the bistro because
that's
like last year when they had it, it wasn't as much as a ghost town as it has been in the past, but there was no line. You can just go up, get your beer. Actually, no, there was a line. There was one person in front of me last time I went, so I did have to wait a little bit.
Usually I hesitate to say this. I don't give a fuck. Like now because every year I say it, and there's still not a line. The bistro in Hayward is the best place to get Pliny the Younger. Fuck. I mean, the opening gala is great. I do it so I can get it like first because I guess I'm fucking bougie or whatever. But if you just want to get the Younger, you'll want to pay $300 goddamn like I did to go to get the early whatever for the opening gala. If you don't want to get a fucking ticket or some shit for a bar to maybe get it, you don't want to get up at like, I don't know, 9 a.m. on a fucking Tuesday morning to wait in line to get the Younger. just
7 a.m.
Yeah, just
That's a late line.
follow the bistro online.
Yep.
And then when they say they got it, whatever they say they got it, just don't be in a rush. Just go. And there's not going to be any line. They have fucking plenty. They usually get like at least 5 kegs, probably more. They're not going to run out anytime soon. There's not a line. You're fine. Another pro tip is download Untapped and then follow. Like there's an option you can have for following a beer. Follow Plenty the Younger. Like put it in to your phone to follow, and it can notify you when somebody checks in with it near you. So that's the best way. If you don't want to listen to whatever I'm saying, that's the best way to do it too.
That's some detective
Yeah.
shit right there.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Don't forget though, with the bistro, it's in downtown fucking Hayward. And if you want to just take Bart there from, if you're in the city
Yeah.
or South Bay now, or way up in the East, Pittsburgh,
like-
East Bay, anywhere on a BART line, you can get to downtown Hayward
It's
and
like-
then just walk
Yeah.
over.
It's literally like 2 blocks, maybe.
It's like a
Yep.
five,
It's
maybe
a
10-minute
block
walk.
and a half, like a block and a half, maybe. So it's a walk from, because we parked there, so it was a longer walk. It was probably a longer walk from parking to the bistro than it was from the bistro to Bart.
Oh,
Yep.
Also another tip for the bistro. Obviously, I love the bistro. It's a great bar.
Because it
There
smells
is
like mold.
there's a yeah. I mean, it's good.
It's just
Oh, yeah.
funny to me. Your favorite bars all smell like mold.
I don't give a fuck.
Well, when you go to the bistro, just make sure you have cash because they're cash only.
Well,
don't take card.
Yeah,
They do, but
well, that could have changed.
Wait, no,
there's,
they
an,
do.
there's an ATM there.
There's ATM
There's
there,
ATM
but
there.
they're cash
Yeah,
only.
there's actually a Wells Fargo like on the next corner.
Yeah, but there's
Wait, why is the brewery going ass to mouth? What's going on with it?
why is the brewer going ass to mouth?
ATM. Never mind.
Oh, this fucking yeah, I got you now.
God dang.
One of the cool things
what's
about the
funny-
go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Go
Well,
ahead.
another cool thing
I
about
was
the
going to
bistro
add to your story. Go ahead.
is that they do the triple IPA fest, which is when you can get the younger as well. But they're not doing that this year. They did it late last year. But they have the double IPA fest, which is like the Saturday, I think, that I'm going to be there. I'm still thinking about buying the ticket because they usually have like really great beers. So yeah, go to like their triple and double IPA fest. Like it's like $80 or whatever, but you could drink a bunch of beer, really good IPAs if you're into IPAs. And it's the shit. Like it's a really weird, like, I don't know why this bar doesn't have more like national like coverage, but it doesn't. It's like this tiny bar that's been there forever, and they're the shit.
Yeah, and they have good music too. They
Yeah,
have really.
live
They have like
bands.
live bands every on the weekends. They do karaoke. Like we met a group once at that.
J
What's
Trees.
the name of it? J Trees. Yeah, met J Trees at Bistro, and they were on the podcast a couple of years ago. But yeah, the Bistro, it's a popular place, and it's funny actually. One of my neighbors that lives near me, he's in a band, and he actually performed at the Bistro. Like he was out walking his dog. I'm like, hey, how's it going? He's like, yeah, I'm doing good. He's like, you know, I'm in a band, right? I'm like, you are? Shit, I've been living here for like almost 5 years. He never told me that. He's like, yeah, we're actually gonna be playing at the Bistro. So I didn't get a chance to check him out, but he said next time he's there, he'll let me know. But he plays really good music. I mean, he does. I checked out his YouTube channel and all that stuff. But yeah, the Bistro is like a really cool laid back spot here in Hayward.
Hell yeah. Dope shit, man. Blue, you just came on the cast back again and like had all this news and liveliness.
Motherfucker. I
Damn.
had this whole plan of how I was gonna make my return. I definitely didn't tell you guys about it, but yeah, I'm basically off for 2 weeks, so I'm trying to do a couple of other things. But yeah, like I was going to say earlier, like I've been kind of working part-time at a company that happened to be working at night. If you didn't know, that company's called Costco. And basically what I was doing, I was working out of their business center over here in Hayward. Probably more aware of it because that's like around the corner from where you used to live.
Yep.
But yeah, basically what I was doing was picking orders for like online orders for customers. So I'd like have like a forklift and like walk around the store, like picking items and put them on a half pallet, and at the end wrapping that stuff up and put it loaded onto the trucks. So I did that for like the last 4 months. It was brutal. I mean, it was super simple job. Like you just picking orders, but like, you know, sometimes you have to pick up like 50-pound bags of rice or like flour or fucking 5-pound bag of a bunch of oranges, but you have to check them to make sure that they weren't rotten in the middle or something like that, because there's not very good quality control with certain things. But overall, I mean, it was a fun experience. There was cool people there. couple of lesbian chicks that hated me for some random ass reason. I don't know why.
I don't know. Maybe because they heard you say that if you weigh over 200 pounds, you hit them with a bat. I'm just saying.
Maybe it could. Yeah, for some reason, like I was cool with everybody. Like I would talk with everybody, but these two just nothing but attitude. And I don't understand why. And I think I felt like one of them wanted me. That's what it probably came down to.
No,
but,
they definitely was. If they're lesbians, they definitely did not want you. This is like
not how that works.
This is every man's fallacy.
That math doesn't work on that.
It's like me saying that. I wonder why that gay dude doesn't like me.
What?
Like,
What?
yeah,
but overall,
it
was,
doesn't make sense.
Overall, it was cool. It was fun. It helped me pay the bills for the small portion of money that I was making. But yeah, Costco has some cool benefits as an employee. Like you get like really good healthcare for not that much. Like I think it was like $25 a month, or maybe $50. I think it was like $25 a paycheck. But if you work there for 25 years, you get like a lifetime membership there. But they didn't have any discount on Costco. Like you got a free Costco membership, but like nothing else was discounted. But you did get 70% off on returns, which is pretty fucking good.
Well, I mean, let's be fair here. Costco pays way more than average wages.
Oh yeah,
so,
they do.
Yeah, that's
and every 6 months you guarantee to get a raise.
Oh wow!
Cool. Yeah, and then also what was it? I forgot what I was gonna say. There was some other benefit that they have, which was really cool if you work there for a long time. But no, it's overall it was a cool experience. If you're looking for a little gig on the side or whatever, get a job at Costco. What else is there? Oh, I actually. Oh, go ahead.
Well, one of the reasons why Costco like employees get paid so much, like decent amount of money, is because their CEO doesn't get paid that much money as compared to other CEOs.
Yeah. Actually, the CEO stepped down, and I think the new CEO that took his place was a former Costco employee. He's been working there for I think like 30 years, and he originally started off as a forklift driver. So that's how about moving up from the bottom up to the top. But
I will say this real quick.
What?
In terms of Costco praise and shit, man, $1.50 for a motherfucking hot dog and a drink is unfucking heard of.
To this day. Yeah. I was actually surprised because like my daughter was asking me the other day, we went to Costco, can I get a hot dog? And I was like, yeah, sure. It's not just a hot dog, it's a hot dog and a drink.
Yep.
For $1.50. Like, what the fuck? So I was talking
to my free refills on a drink.
Yeah, I was talking to my oldest daughter today about like, because she wants to go to the Bahamas. And I was like, yeah, have you looked at like, do you have a Costco membership? And she's like, no. He's like, I don't see a reason to. And I was like, ma'am, like, she's like, well, how much is the membership? I was like, $50. But she was like, I don't understand like why people get this. If you're single, I was like, first of all, I was single and I still had a Costco membership. If you drink, like, if you do anything in fucking life, Costco, it makes your life infinitely better and cheaper. So, I was talking about like you can get a fucking liter and a half of vodka for $13 goddamn dollars. Yep. $13 for a liter and enough alcohol to kill you in one sitting for $13.
Here's a fun fact. So you actually don't need to have a Costco membership card
to buy alcohol,
to buy alcohol or to use their pharmacy and you can. Well, I'm not sure if it's still the case, but if the food court's outside, you can buy food from a Costco without a membership. I'm not sure if they might have changed that because right now they're being really stingy with their membership cards because like right now they have it where if you go inside they'll scan your card first, so that make sure you're not like using somebody else's card, which is crazy. But they're trying to cut back.
Just think about like if you want to if you live near a Costco. Obviously, she doesn't live totally near a Costco, not like I do, or Prodigy does, but there. If you just want to have lunch every day at a Costco, you would pay for your fucking your base membership easily. Yep. $1.50 for fucking because the hot dog's pretty fucking big.
Yeah, it's like a foot long, isn't it? It's like a foot long.
It's not a foot long, but it's pretty big. Is it a foot long?
I believe it might be a fucking foot long.
Yeah, maybe eight.
It might be a little shrinkage there when you cook it.
And this is like, and this is beyond like all the like the myriad of shit. Like I have like the executive membership. So like I actually did the math. So if you spend $3,000 at Costco a year, you should get a executive membership because you get like I think it's like 2% cash back, and they send you a check. Yeah, so like literally like every year I've never not paid for the membership, or at least gotten to like the other membership. So like I always get at least $75, if not more. It's usually like $200 or more for.
So here's another fun fact about Costco is that if you don't make that goal, you can get a refund on your membership card. They'll give you your money back, and you can buy another card again. So if you don't make that money, but also like one of the things about Costco is that they don't make money off of the stuff that you buy there. Like all their profit comes from their membership. Yeah. So like they're not getting any cut of like, you know, if something's on sale or the items that they sell, they're not getting, I mean, they're getting a percentage, but it's very, very low. And that's something they talk about in training. Like, yeah, like, you know, Costco, we're all about our membership. Like all of our profit comes from membership. And that's kind of why they started kind of cracking down on their membership cards.
You know, the other thing too, just for folks who maybe are single or maybe it's just a 2-person household or whatever, you wipe your ass, right? Like,
yeah, it's so much
literally toilet paper, or maybe you have a bidet and you need paper towels still, right? You know, those things alone are like staples in your house. Things like soap. Here's another quick thing though too, and most people sleep on this shit. They have fucking better prices on just like bullshit like jeans or socks or underwear or like winter hoodies or jackets and shit than Wally World or Target or Kohl's. Like if you just want like a regular ass fucking hoodie, you know, or some, you know, standard ass fucking jeans or shit, or even some khakis for work, you better off going there.
Yeah.
Dude,
go ahead.
One of the top, I would say the top 4 popular items, maybe 5, is paper towels. Their Kirkland water. So the one I worked at didn't have alcohol, so they did have cigarettes though. But so it's water, paper towels.
I got robbed.
I'll tell you that story in a bit. But yeah, water, paper towels, Coca-Cola, cans of Coca-Cola, number 1 fucking seller. What's the other thing? Fucking.
There's got to be TP.
Yeah. Well, TP's in there, but it's not as popular as toilet paper. But fucking
TP
Hawaiian chips.
TP.
Paper towels versus toilet paper. The paper towels are more popular. But Hawaiian potato chips, those things, like every order had those in it. Like it was ridiculous how many times we would run out of it a lot. So
wow.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy how much Hawaiian potato chips were purchased. But
you know, now that you say it, I haven't had that in a long time. Now that
same here.
Now that I'm off keto, I'm gonna fucking pick them up on Friday. Yeah,
there you go.
There's $17.99 for a box of 50.
Blue cell. No, I'm gonna get the big bag.
Oh, so for you 3, when you come up here, you're probably not gonna come this far south, but they just opened a new fucking new Costco.
Oh yeah,
literally 2 exits away from another Costco. So there's a Costco, an exit, and then the exit after that has another fucking Costco. And I'm like, what the?
It's
fuck?
because sometimes Costco's fucking because they're smart, because they know that like there's certain times you get to a Costco where it's always fucking packed, and they don't like that's not good for business. So like in the city that me and Prodigy live in, there's fucking 2 Costcos. Chula Vista is like a very strange, like it seems like a very small town, but it's also a fucking huge city. Like it's weird because like where Prodigy lives. Like he lives in like the suburbs where it's like it's kind of more sleepy. There isn't like there's no like supermarket like really near you. You have to kind of drive for a little bit, so it's kind of weird. But then when you like come nearer to me, there's like all this shit's like kind of stacked together, and then like there's a Costco like in like sort of near the downtown, and there's a Costco like in between like me and Prodigy. So
yeah. So Costco for me. They opened up a couple of new locations, and they're actually building one out in Dublin, over near that DoubleTree Hotel. That's off of like the 680, 580. Yeah, there's one. I think they tore down the Club One that was there, and they're going to turn that into Costco. I think they tore it down, or it's going to be built next to it. I can't remember, but yeah, actually, and we're kind of on the topic of Costco. Marky Mark showed up at one of the Costco's here. Actually, two of them.
Slaying
He was at the
drinks.
Livermore one and the Danville one. Yeah, he was I guess selling his vodka that he's promoting. But yeah, he was at these two different locations. Probably like about a week ago.
Oh shit!
My favorite thing about him is it could be 40 years later. It doesn't fucking matter. People always call that man Marky Mark because that is how he got introduced to it. And he hates that shit. He don't like to be called Marky Mark, but that motherfucker is still gonna be Marky Mark.
I mean, he probably don't like being called a racist either, but he did that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, people forget about it. I'm just saying, he used to say very unkind thing about black people.
And Asians.
Yeah.
And had literal hate crimes on his record, but that's all right.
They got expunged because he was an underwear model.
Yeah,
I guess.
All right, one more thing about my experience at Costco. I mean, you guys know about it, but the audience do not know. So, like I said, like this Costco has a cigarette, like they sell cigarettes from location. It's only for businesses. Like you can't go there and buy a box of cigarettes for yourself. It's only for businesses. And they're locked up in a cage, like a giant. I don't know. I want to say like imagine a WWF cage that comes down. It's basically that, and the cigarettes are in there.
Yeah,
it's a lock, right? And apparently, like a kind of some group of kids tried to rob that area in the daytime, and they weren't successful. Like a lot of the employees like scared them away or whatever. But these mofos decided to come back late at night. So I was working. I worked 6:30 to like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and so these fools showed back up, and like there's like an alarm on the door, and sometimes the alarm goes off and people kind of ignore it, and I happen to be like up toward the front when the alarm was going off, and I'm like, wow, the alarm's like going on for a long time, and I like peek around the corner and like look at the cage, and like about 8 fools just bum rushing the cage, kind of cut the lock open so they can like but like basically ransack the entire thing. But like a lot of my coworkers were already in the front, and so I'm not sure why they decided to do this, but they decided to like stop them. So I get one of them one of the guys like tried to stop them, and they started to attack him, and then like other coworkers kind of jumped in, and like the people I was working with, these guys aren't about customer service. We're about getting the job done. We can fucking carry a box cutter on us. Like a lot of these guys are like straight up thugs, like someone from Oakland, Richmond, like these people from around the way. So they know how to handle their own. So, and these people are basically kids. They're probably like in their teens, maybe early 20s, and these are like grown men that was stopping these kids from breaking into the thing. But like this one guy had like a bolt cutter. He was like swinging around trying to hit the other employee. Another employee like grabbed one dude and was just punching him in the face. Dude, it was like Royal Rumble. It was bananas. And then like I guess the guys figured out they couldn't get in there. And so for me, I'm watching this from the distance, and I'm like, well, I gotta do something. So I grab a fucking bag of candy because we got these big ass bags of candy. I fucking chucked in. I hit this one dude in the head. I shit was fucking. It got caught on film too, but yeah. So the guys eventually decided to like they can't, they're not gonna get what they wanted. So they bolted out of there. They actually were able to get into the cage. I think maybe like 1 or 2 packs of cigarettes were stolen, or boxes, carton of cigarettes. And they bolted back to the door. Now, the front of the store, we have a roll-up door, like a gate. And these fools like basically cut that with like a circular saw, whatever. So they cut through the gate and like pushed their way through, and like so the gate was all jacked up. And the crazy thing is that we have security. Like there's a security guard that drives around in the front. This was his last day because this mofo was in the car asleep when it all went down.
Damn.
Oh, damn.
Even when the cops came, like this guy was still asleep in his car, but some of my employees actually captured one of the guys. Like they held him down. Like dude was on the ground, like screaming, like let me go, I won't do this again. He was held like bawling and stuff. Like his shirt was all ripped from trying to like escape, whatever. But there was like about 4 or 5 guys like holding him down, and then like the city of Hayward Police Department showed up like right away. And I think because like since it happened earlier in the daytime too, that they were kind of like patrolling the area, so they were able to like get there in time. So yeah, this dude got arrested. It was wild. Like when it all went down, like I was thinking like, dude, like hopefully these guys don't have like a gun on them or something like that, because that should have been all kind of bad, especially for me since I was like toward the front. Like I can't outrun a bullet, but I'll try my fucking damnedest. But yeah, they captured a guy. I don't know what the final details were, but the next day, the owner or manager of the store came through. He was like, "Yeah, we appreciate you guys, like, standing up for the store, stuff like that. But next time, just let them take whatever, because your life is more important." And just gave us the sweet talk about we did a good job, but just don't do it again, type of thing. But yeah, it was just fucking crazy. It's been a while since I've been involved in something nuts like that. Last time I experienced a robbery was when I was at Jack in the Box over off of Osgood, over by that Fry's Electronics.
Yeah.
Fucking dude ran into the store, jumped on the table, busted out with an Uzi.
Armed robbery.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, dude, pointed a gun at her head, said, "Give me all the effing money in the register." And I was like, "Pew!" I ran the hell up out of there. But yeah,
Damn.
shit was gonzo. But then after that, like, they changed, like, in front of the gates now, we put up they put like a bunch of stacks of like it's the boxes of reams of paper and like other things to block the doors, so that because they hired a new security guard company, and they did like an audit of the building, like, hey, you should do this and this and this. So now there's like giant like pallets of fucking like papers or other things that's blocking it, like heavy stuff that you can't just move, blocking the door. They added extra locks onto the cage, so now there's 2 locks on the cage, 2 or 3 locks on the cage, and that whenever somebody's inside the cage, there only could be one customer at a time, and if another customer comes in, another employee has to go in too. So there always have to be one employee per customer in the cage, and then inside the cage, they have to keep the cage locked, so like nothing crazy can happen. But yeah, man, it was crazy. What's also crazy is that it's happened at another Costco store, and they kind of warned us that it was going to happen, but like they really think that it would happen so soon. So yeah, it's just the culture of the Bay Area. Like it's basically the whole smash and grab culture that's going on, where people like run into a store, grab what they can, and run out.
Well, it's it's desperation. It's unfortunate. Like, it's inequality. It fucking sucks. Hold on. So I know we only have Prodigy for a limited amount of time.
Yeah.
So there's a question in the chat.
Oh, okay. What you got?
And the question is, did you watch that crazy pirate show yet?
Oh, is that from Patrick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, so I was hoping you would know.
I have not yet, but it is on my list. He's just good people. Patrick, and when we play zombies and shit,
What
we
is
talk
the
about all
pirate
kind
show?
of shit.
What is it called?
What?
What is the pirate show called?
Ah, shit, I wrote it down in the other room. We'll probably throw it in the chat again.
Yeah, he'll say it.
Yeah, he'll say it in the chat, but I haven't watched it yet. I definitely will. It came up because I told him that our friend Jen, who we play a lot of fucking co-op games with, I was like, she's a pirate too. She's really like a merchant, like marine, like sailor person or whatever. But I was like, it's close enough to fucking piracy. You know what I mean?
Oh, so the show's name is Our Flag Means Death.
Yeah, he's got it.
He said that shit was fucking hilarious. So I'm looking it up this weekend. I'll let you know how it is.
What is it on? Is it on Netflix or Amazon?
It's on Prime, I think. Is it not? Is it on Prime or Hulu?
I think it's very interesting. Like, Prime is doing some really weird things with shows because so Roadhouse is only on Prime Video, which is very weird. Or Prime Cinema, sorry. And it's not going to be showed in theaters. So if y'all have seen the trailer for Roadhouse, it seems like a theatrical release. Like, it could be like a blockbuster. It's got Conor McGregor. It's got Jake Gyllenhaal. It's taking all the boxes for like blockbuster, but it's not going to be shown in theaters. And apparently the actual director of the movie is very disappointed because he made the movie with MGM before Amazon bought them. And and so they were just like, yeah, we're just going to keep this. And he's like, yeah, this is like a really good movie, but apparently Amazon's gonna be like, yeah, it's just gonna be on Prime.
What's also crazy is that Amazon is adding commercials or ads to their videos. So if you pay an extra $3 a month, you can get it you get your videos ad free.
Yeah, that's a real dick move.
Yeah. The only thing that fucks me up sometimes, and I do like Amazon, there's a lot of shows on there that are fucking high ass quality.
Like The Boys, fucking Gen V. Yeah, there's a bunch. We're fans.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. My only thing that fucks me up though is Sometimes with
sorry, hold on, real quick. It's on Max. This flag means
Oh,
death.
it is?
It's
Okay.
on Max.
I'm gonna definitely
Thanks,
yeah, like I
Patrick.
said, I'm watching it.
Yeah.
He sold me on it. But the only thing that fucks me up with Amazon sometimes is they'll mix in the stuff that you have to pay to rent sometimes with the stuff that's available on free. I know you can filter, but whenever I search it, like it all shows up or whatever. And sometimes I'm like, well, why are they charging me $4.99 when I literally only want to see the free stuff.
But they don't care. They want your money, bitch.
Yeah, that's what it is. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna fucking watch that. Can I make one quick switching gears on like something that I've fucking enjoyed the shit out of it? I think Old Ninja watched this too.
Is it Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League? Is that what you enjoyed?
No.
Oh, okay.
We can get into that in just 1 second.
Is it the Scott Pilgrim again? Because I'm agree with you. I watched that a bunch of times too. The animated series.
Fucking perfect. I've watched it like 4 times now.
Yeah, me too.
But I was going to give a quick shout out to Dumb Money, and this
this
one's fucking Netflix. It's all about the GameStop stock market roller coaster ride and all of that shit. And even if you kind of remember those days, it's worth fucking watching. It's a trip to.
I like how you said if you kind of remember those days, like it wasn't like literally like not even that long ago.
So that was
2-3 years ago.
That was the thing. That was the thing, though. So it's not that long ago, but it's a trip to watch a fucking movie about the pandemic, and you're like, holy shit! You'll have this weird nostalgia, but also like, goddamn, we lived through that, and it was only a few years ago.
Yeah.
But I didn't remember all the fucking facts from that shit. It was a busy fucking time during the pandemic, any goddamn way, but it doesn't matter.
Hold on. The pandemic was both really busy and also not really fucking busy.
Yeah, it was both. But Seth Rogen is in this shit. Motherfucking the villain from the Batman. He was the one who plays the Riddler.
Paul Dano.
Yeah, that motherfucker is hilarious in this shit. It's funny all the way around. You're gonna be quoting shit from this movie.
So, hold on, it has pretty much an all-star kind of cast. Like almost everyone in it's freaking famous. It has
who's in it?
Was it America Ferrera?
Okay.
Paul Dano, Seth Rogen.
Who's the one that married Kim Kardashian, but not Kanye?
That's too many names.
That's a long list.
I don't like that person.
Basketball player?
No.
I don't like the whole family.
The comedian.
Oh, Pete David?
Yeah, he's in it.
He's in it.
They're not married, right?
Not anymore.
No, but
I don't think they ever got married.
They dated.
Got a tattooed on them. So
Pete Davidson's in it. The new up and coming Latino actor. He's in Star Transformers Beast Wars. Yeah. The guy who played Harry Osborn in the Amazing Spider-Man movies.
I hate that
guy. Who else?
Who's the guy? A punchable face.
Oh, from The Last of Us, the guy who played the gay strawberry dude.
The gay strawberry dude.
Wait.
All right.
The picture of the catcher.
Rick Overton. Nick Overton.
And that wasn't no fucking slight. That's but that was some gay strawberry shit, man. Like, goddamn.
Honestly, I have to say that episode of The Last of Us is like the most compelling gay story I've ever seen. And I'm not like I'm not a bigot in that sort of way, but it's just like the way that they told that story, I was so like interested in like what's going on here. And like it made me sad when like shit happened. It's like made me excited when like, you know.
Hey, congratulations to Nick because he won an Emmy for his like performance in that episode.
Good for him. And rightly so. Well deserved.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy because so many people still to this day hate on the episode. They claim because it's not because they're gay. I'm like, okay,
100% is because it's gay. Like, you
100%.
cannot. There is literally. I'm not gonna say literally.
The acting was superb.
Yeah, that is such a fantastic episode. I can't understand why somebody would have fault with it outside of them being gay. Like, what would the critique be? They were too loving. They showed affection.
The biggest argument is that it's not part of the game because in the game it doesn't focus on him.
There's a lot of shit that's not part of the game.
Hold on.
I know.
Fuck those people. They didn't pay attention. The character actually was gay in the game.
Yeah,
but his partner had already died. But that was something that they invented for the HBO show. Get the fuck out of here! You're not a real Last of Us fan. Fuck you.
Well, no, but obviously we know this, but it's just like it's them. They're just trying to hide their hatred of those kind of people.
The woke mob.
No, it's not. Yeah, the woke mob.
They say it's woke.
Yeah, it's not. It's not woke. It's a love story, and it's one of the greatest love stories that I've watched. Honestly, so
it was great.
Fuck all that shit.
It was better than Titanic's love story.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
and they did too.
Draw me like your French girls.
But Dumb Money was the shit, man. I was surprised. I went in with no expectations, hadn't even fucking heard of that shit, and I was like, oh, this is fucking fantastic. Diamond Hands to the moon.
Yeah, to the moon. Hold. My favorite was Hold because I remember those memes. Those memes were everywhere when they're like holding the stock, don't sell. It's hold, like hold the line. They're all showing Braveheart and shit.
Well, I think folks don't really understand. We went over this like a while ago. Which is kind of funny. Is like kind of recently because I remember like I go through like my memories on Facebook like all the time. And recently was this actual phenomenon. And I was trying to like break down like the shorting of GameStop and like how it was fucking over like these investors that were shorting GameStop because they knew they were manipulating the market. Like that's what they were doing. And like the government won't admit that. They have written 0 new laws against this, but they were manipulating the market to like fuck over GameStop. And guess what? GameStop is still here. I hope those hedge fund fucks lost a lot of money because of this.
They did. They lost a shit ton of money.
Lucky's in this movie.
Yeah, that's right. He is in the movie. Yeah, Bucky with the good hair.
Bucky with the good hair. Yeah.
Yeah, Bucky with the good hair. He's in the film for like he's in the middle of the film. He has a pretty interesting. Oh,
I wonder if this will be.
He represents Robin Hood in the movie.
I wonder if this will be like a cult classic. Cause right now, like the budget for it was 30 million, and they're only sitting at 20 million for the box office. But maybe
it's on Netflix. Like,
well, it's on Netflix now. And before we saw it on I think Prime. You can rent it for like $5 on Prime, but now it's on Netflix. So it just dropped it.
I thought it was a Netflix
last week.
Whatever.
No, it's not. No, it hit the theaters like back in the spring. So it's actually just released on video like now. But everyone was talking about this, and when I watched it, I just knew Paul Dano and Seth Rogen were in it. I didn't know all these other people were in it. I was like, oh shit, there's a lot of people in this fucking movie.
The most gangster shit that I had forgotten was this motherfucker was subpoenaed to testify with Congress over that shit. And this motherfucker looked in the fucking camera. I guess it was all remote or whatever. And did some gangster ass shit and was just like, I just like the stock. And I fucking stood up and fucking cheered. Like, God damn, that's ballsy.
Yeah, he's all, I just like the stock. He says, I grew up with the stock. I grew up with the name. I like the stock. And then he ends with, like, I just like the stock. And, like, everyone's like, oh, yeah. Like, all these people stood behind him. They believed in what he believed in. And he didn't try to, like, go over the top, and he didn't say give me money or anything. He's just telling people, hey, look at this. Here's the math, and here's the market. Look at what you want to do, but I'm going to do this. Let's track what I do. If you want to join me, you can do it too.
Well, this
it blew up.
The problem was with the whole idea of the thing was that he broke down a walled garden, is what it is. And like most people that most people don't invest in anything. And so they don't understand how the stock market works. They don't understand how the stock market works. They don't understand how like wealth works. They don't understand like a lot of things. I don't understand, like how some of this shit works. I've been attempting to, and I've researched a lot. But and I own stock in like a lot of things. But the shorting thing was like a very odd. I had to like research it and like talk to my friend Devil Tank, who does like the transcriptions of the podcast. He does the timestamps of the podcast. Like when he can. He's a financial person, and I had to talk to him about it to like fact check me and all that shit. But most folks they don't know about this, and the fact that that this meme stock really illuminated the eyes of like an average American to like how you can make money. That's important. And the fact that so many media outlets try to like bury the story and try to like discourage like what people were doing to like make money off of this was incredibly eye-opening to me, because folks just they didn't know that you can like that the market is being manipulated, and that's still a buried story to this day. They buried that they manipulated the stock of if these hedge funds didn't manipulate the GameStop stock, this wouldn't have been a story. But they tried to prematurely end the company of GameStop by shorting their stocks. And the fact that one person was clued in on that and then was like, hey, if you buy this, you're going to fuck over them. Plus, support GameStop. So, that shit was fucking awesome. And I think that was a lost story.
Yeah, it was. The big thing for me is that he touched with like everyday people, like people that worked at Walmart, people that worked at GameStop, people that were mopping floors. Some of these people walked away with like 5-digit figures.
Yep.
Like, and they were also working for like
real quick. If you hear about like a story like this again, hire a Oban. Great, that's a great drink.
I'm about to hire Oban. I'm like, what the fucking whiskey? Scotch
blue.
whiskey?
Yeah. He's
it's single malt whiskey.
Celebrate being back on the show.
Thank you.
There you go.
But if you ever invest in stocks or anything, especially stocks, if you get like a windfall, like if you get a stock that you paid in for it at a low and it's a high now, you made a bunch of money, please God, if you believe in a God, believe in the gods, whatever, get a goddamn financial analyst, get a fucking good CPA to do your goddamn taxes. Don't spend your money right away.
Don't spend it.
Because the government will fucking take your money. Whether, just don't spend it all right away. Wait at least a 100%. Year and do your taxes and then figure that shit out.
I got to bounce, guys, but I will catch y'all on the flip side. Welcome back, Blue.
Okay, hey, wait, real quick, Prodigy. On I think Saturday, our cousin's gonna be here.
Oh,
do you know about that?
Yeah, I did. I heard just today, actually.
Okay.
So
you want to hang out
Saturday or Sunday?
I think it's Saturday. I know my sister's gonna be here on Sunday.
Okay.
But I know our cousin's gonna be here like that same weekend, so we got to figure it out. We'll text or whatever.
Okay. Yeah. Because I also got one sick kid, but yeah, we'll figure it out. Don't worry. See you guys
later.
All right, man. Later.
All right.
Then there was three.
Yeah.
Not 2, 3. So I actually had a couple of products I wanted to review real quick. That came in handy when I was working at Costco. So I bought a pair of bone conditioning headphones. These kind of.
Oh, I had those too.
Yeah, I got like the J lights or whatever. Yo, these things are dope. Like this.
Yeah.
These are crazy how like they work. But the one problem I have with them is that when you turn them on, the volume like that tells you that the Bluetooth is paired is super freaking loud and just it tickles your brain.
Let me just rewind a little bit in case somebody didn't understand what Blue just said. He has a bone conduction headphone set.
Yes.
Which I have as well. Which ones do you have?
These are J lights.
J lights are they from?
They're not too fancy.
Are they from Bones? Or what are they called? What do they have?
I don't remember where they're from.
God damn it!
They're not super expensive. They're pretty like inexpensive. They're probably like about I pay like.
Sorry, I have aftershocks. Is what I have.
Yeah. These aren't those, but they work really well. So they don't go inside your ear. They sit kind of above, like in front of your ear hole basically, and basically it plays music into your head. And it's really fucking cool. It's really good for listening to like podcasts and like audiobooks. That's what I listen to the most. Like I mean, I jumped on a podcast a few times talk about how I listened to the Harry Potter books that nobody told me that how good they were.
but I did. Fuck you.
That's hilarious.
But no, like these were really great. These are really good. Just the only problem I have is when you first turn them on, they pair. You gotta make sure they're not on your head because the volume is like maxed out, and it just you know how like when you stick a Q-tip in your ear and you go a little bit too far, that's what it feels like. when the volume's hella high. I also bought another pair of. They were marketed as bone conducting headphones, but they're not. They're just out of ear headphones, and basically they're like almost like a piercing, but like they're basically sitting in your earlobes, and it has like a little speaker that plays music into your ear, but they don't go inside your ear hole. So if you're a person that doesn't like having earplugs or earbuds inside your ears, like these kind of does that same thing, but they basically plays music into you. I think they're called like they're air conducting headphones is what they're called. So basically there's like a little speaker that sit inside your earlobe that pumps the sound into your ear, but they don't actually sit inside your ear.
I feel like air conducting earphones are like saying that sound travels through air, which is what sound does.
Yeah.
So
they're doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they were called. But yeah, those were good, except that the audio wasn't loud enough. Like, I mean, maybe it was just like my ear or something like that. Like, I just couldn't find that sweet spot where the audio would play into my earlobes or into my ear holes or whatever. But I don't know where they are. They're in my car.
I've got to say, so go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, yeah. So if you find headphones that like play that has the air conducting headphones, maybe stay clear away from them. They're not that great.
Yeah, so bone conduction is decent if things aren't loud. I totally agree with you, Blue.
Yes.
But they do work they work surprisingly well if it's not loud outside. But also the point of bone conduction is so you can hear everything outside. So like mission accomplished, right?
Yeah.
But if you want to have the best pair of headphones I've ever had, even though I've had multiple broken headsets, is these right here, and they're the Jabra headsets. And it's the ones that I have are the Elite Pros. What are they called? I gotta look it up now. Jesus Christ! I was trying to do this whole speech, and I forgot like the whole name of the fucking headphones. But I have the 75Ts, and they're called like something else.
Are they like sound canceling as well?
Hold on. Hold on. 75.
Yeah. So what was great about these was that like I could listen to. They're really good for listening to podcasts. Not so great for listening to music.
Yeah.
Because you don't get like the bass and the treble and all that. You basically just get like the highs and not too much of the lows. But like I could hear people like forklifts driving by and their like horns beeping around, so I was able to be aware of my surroundings while I was still having like Black and Black Times Infinity playing in my ear. So it definitely is very. I still use them. Like I'm going some online training right now, and like I'm able to like just throw them on, listen to the audio that I'm listening to, and they work out great. So if you can find a pair of bone conducting headphones, definitely pick up a pair.
Just look at the Jabra Elites. So if you look up the Jabra Elite earbuds, they're fucking fantastic. But just don't get them. Even though they say they're like water tested or whatever, just don't get them fucking wet. Like I used to listen to my my original ones like in the shower, and they did work in the shower. But that drastically reduced the,
the audio quality.
No, the actual life of it was like basically dropping a bomb, a nuclear bomb on my earbuds. So yeah, they would live for a little while, but after a while they would just die. So, but now I don't listen to them in the shower. But yeah, these are still the greatest earbuds I've ever had.
Wait, you
ever.
can take them in the shower?
Yeah, you can.
You were supposed
to. You literally can. So
I have a JBL speaker which you can bring into the shower. You can like hang it over the shower head and let it play. So apparently they're all like that. But I understand.
They can, but again, they just reduce the battery life. Don't put electronics in showers.
I try not. I don't. What I do is I put it outside the shower and just put it on the shelf because it's just as fucking loud. Like the bathroom, most people's bathrooms are usually not that big.
Another shitty product, or I guess another product I want to review real quick is so part of working in this industry, I had to wear like steel toe shoes, and I was like, so Skechers make some steel toe like sneakers, but I'm like, okay, cool, sneakers. They make work shoes, and
they also make boots too. They make steel toe boots as well.
Also, a lot of companies actually make steel toe shoes, like Adidas, Nike has a pair of steel toe sneakers that you can buy. And so I went with Skechers just because actually Costco gave us $100 allowance to buy shoes.
That's nice.
And so I went with Skechers. I was like, yeah. So the pair of shoes I bought have like memory foam in them. Man, that memory foam lasted about 10 minutes for my shift. So like it was basically like
forgot.
Yeah, I forgot. It was apparently I got like, I don't want to say retarded, but I got like
But you just
special
said it,
shoes.
so I guess we're canceled now.
Yeah. But no, like yeah, these shoes suck. I mean, the memory foam part sucked. The shoes were great. They look cool. They work. They like, I had like a pallet just fall on my foot and it protect my foot. So they worked where they needed to. But that memory foam thing was just a gimmick. Like it didn't do anything. Like I actually had to go and buy like real insoles for my shoes because like I actually started having foot problems because of it. And like I bought like $60. I bought insoles for my shoes that cost more than the shoes. Like that's how like bad it was. But what the insoles I bought helped out tremendously. So yeah, so stay away from anything that says memory foam from Skechers because it's a gimmick and it only lasts about 10 minutes if you're lucky. And that's all I have.
All right, that's all you
All
got. There's actually like way more shit on the on our list.
Oh yeah, I gotta pull that up.
We literally haven't touched a single topic on this list.
Hey man, that's how we do it.
Yeah, that's fine. That means we'll have stuff to talk about next week.
We got one. I mean, SF.
Oh yeah, we talked about SF Brewery.
Well, we talked about it last week too. So
I don't know if I know I'll be able to go to the opening gala. I don't know if I can make it out to hang out.
Why not?
That's the first week I start my new role. Like I start on the 12th. So
that's not the opening gala day.
I know. The opening gala is on the 9th, which is a Friday, and then the following week is SF Beer Week, right?
So you can come out for the opening gala. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm coming out to the opening gala.
Okay, cool. So let's we'll do that.
I just want to do the week part. Like
no, that's I don't expect it. Listen, if
I want to, trust me, I want to because last time we did it, we had so much fun.
Yes, I don't expect any single person to spend the entire week with me drinking in the Bay Area. So if you're thinking that I want you to come out for every single day that I'm out in the Bay Area, no. If you can come out, hang out with me for like an hour, like I'm good. So I have plenty of places to go, plenty of places to visit. Even though some of the places that I usually visit are like closed, which I'm very fucking sad about. But yeah, I don't expect anybody to come out the whole week. So you can come out during the opening gala, great. Anybody else, if you have any time off during that week, let me know and hang out. Like I only have a couple things I want to do while I'm out there besides drinking. So yeah, let me know.
It'd be kind of cool. It'd be kind of hard to do, but so if you've ever been to a beer festival, they have these things called a totem, and it's basically what people use for if they're in a large group to help them like kind of find each other. So basically, one person would be the totem carrier, and basically it'd be like it's like a totem pole basically.
Yeah.
And basically like they might have like a giant stick sticking out their backpack that's like really high. So like, and on the top of it would be like some kind of object, which is the totem. So like you can see it from anywhere you're at, and it'd be cool to have like our logo on one. And just have
honestly,
that'd be cool to do. But
I love the idea, Blue. But honestly, all of us have been to these events, and they're very few black people at these events.
That is true.
Yeah, it's very few. Like we are basically I don't even know how to like fly. We're flies in the milk. We are flies in the milk.
Yeah,
usually or outliers. I like outliers.
I like flies in the milk. There's a guy named there's a YouTuber. I forget his name. He doesn't get enough like credit for like anything. But let me pull him up. Talk for a minute and then I
gotta look that up because another cool thing like so we do like I usually would do the pretzel necklace. Like I'll make anybody who's coming out like that's gonna be part of a group. I'll make pretzel necklace for everybody. And there was a group that I always run into these guys. They make like clothes out of like boxes from like old not beer cans, but like beer boxes. They will like make like a vest or like a cowboy hat, and I usually run into these guys all the time. And usually they're like, "Oh, hey, what's up? Like, it's you, the pretzel necklace guy." Because I'm usually the only person that's doing the pretzel necklace. Who knows how it is now? Because it's been I don't know, like good 4 or 5 years since the last time I went. But just the whole community at these beer fests is just super positive. Like it's rare for you to see a fight happen. I mean, it does happen, but like at the opening gala, like it's always been
It's super
pretty
cool.
fucking chill.
Yeah. So anyway, the guy I was thinking of is the FD Signifier. And he's like one of my favorite YouTubers out there. He's a black dude that has like really good takes on like a lot of shit. I wish I could hang out with the guy and like talk to him, but he's not like a big YouTuber, but you know, he's way bigger than us. So yeah, he has great takes. But yeah, it is the first time I heard like the fly in the milk was from him, and that's where when I go to like a lot of things, that's how I feel. I'm like the fly in the milk. So yeah.
It's weird because
So like
I thought the old term was flying ointments because like an old ointment flies would get stuck because they would think it was like honey or something.
So I looked it up. I looked up "fly in the milk." I googled it, and apparently it's like it says married to the military, the fly in the milk, and the fly in the milk is an old expression used to describe something yucky that shouldn't be there or something that stands out immediately.
That also
Yes.
that describes that.
Yeah.
It describes that. And this is like so the younger version of me took a how do I put this without like self-denigrating? Actually, I don't give a shit. Is like unknowingly being the fly in the milk and like being proud of it, but I should not have been proud of it. So, yeah. There's places where people are like, you shouldn't be here. I was like, oh, fuck it. I'm supposed to be here. I don't give a shit. But not like realizing that like they didn't like, they
didn't like your kind.
Yeah, they didn't like my kind.
You,
So,
you don't
yeah.
belong in these parts, boy.
Yeah, I understand that now as like an older guy and like
More
a
wiser.
more wiser guy. So, yeah, fuck all you people that thought of me like that. And also fuck my old self because you were an asshole.
Yeah. Back in the day, I would make sure, like places like that, I would make sure I was out of public eye. You run from building to building, cover your face.
Oh no! I was the opposite. I actually made myself more of like a peacock.
No,
Like, I belong
that.
here because I had like all the things. Especially like
You had all the money.
Yeah, back in like the day, I made a lot of money, and this is not like I'm not like how do you say it? I'm not like trying to like pump myself up, but like I did used to make like a lot of money. But it was like I'm not proud of like the way I made it. Not like I was a fucking hooker or anything, but you know, I worked overseas. I was a contractor and I made like a lot of money. And honestly, like I don't feel great about it now. Like I don't think myself today, I will not go back in time and do it again. So yeah, knowing what I know now.
I mean, it kind of made you the man that you are too. So
it does, but it's like the man I am today is like definitely more conscionable. Like I have better morals now. So, yeah.
Here to you and your morals.
Yeah. Cheers.
But
also, I could have retired by now if I had just kept working over there.
If you'd have kept working and investing.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if I'd have stayed in Iraq working as a contractor, I would have retired by like 40 easily. I'm not even exaggerating.
Dude, I could imagine.
I mean, you guys knew how much I used to make, so yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. But it is what it is.
Hold on, we have an Ask Me on the BTI question from a warrior fella.
Okay.
You saw how a fight between Tony Stark, Iron Man, and Steve Rogers, Captain America, went. How do you think it would go if it was IronHeart against Captain Carter? Wow, that's a great question.
Ooh.
That is a great question.
I mean, I feel like for me, this is like an easy answer, I guess. But
it's only a great answer for me. I don't know what side you're on. Oh, hold on. Blue, you answer.
Well, so I'm not too familiar with Ironheart. I mean, I know who she is. I know she's got Iron Man tech, and stuff like that. I know Agent Carter, but I feel like Agent Carter, she just has like the experience, and plus with the super soldier serum reagent or whatever she has in her, like I just think that gives her more an advantage. And then like seeing how Bucky and Captain America tag team going Iron Man. I just feel like Agent Carter would get her, but then again, well, I mean,
Captain Carter.
Captain Carter. I'm basing off of I'm really basing my idea of Captain Carter on
Oh yeah,
on
which you can
What
watch
If,
on Disney
on,
Plus.
yeah, on the What If series. And
Well,
she's just
Agent
badass.
Carter. Well, Agent Carter is actually part of the MCU because she was.
I'm talking about Captain Carter though, because like you get to see her with her power, with her abilities, and she's just out there fucking stumping monsters and shit like that. Like it's nobody's business. So, my money is on Captain Carter versus IronHeart.
So honestly, I agree. Is that go ahead, AJ?
Well, I was going to say, Captain Carter has an unfair advantage because she can fight. Like she was fighting in Agent Carter, she fights, the show that you can watch on Disney Plus, and then she fights in What If because she had the super soldier serum, they weren't going to toss her aside. They're like, well, we spent money and people died, so we're going to put you into fight. So she goes into fight, and in What If she goes to different universes to fight, even the Watcher pulls her out so she can fight. The thing about Ironheart, we have not. The only time we've seen her is live action. We have not seen her in What If yet. And the thing is, she's a kid. She's like a really smart college kid. She's like what in college? I think she's like 14, maybe 14 or 16 or something. She's still a teenager. So, and she's not fighting; she's inventing. Like I get it, Tony Stark was kind of the same, but he had to learn how to fight. If you watch the first Iron Man, he relies on his gadgets and stuff. When he has to fight Obadiah Stane when his armor's failing, he kind of has to like improvise. So I don't see Ironheart like putting up a huge like I see her trying to keep Captain Carter at bay, but overall, like her brute fighting and know how to fight in like different battlefields will end up overtaking Ironheart unless she flies away. But then again, if it's just like in Civil War, where it's Bucky and Captain versus Tony, it would have been Captain Carter and Steve Rogers when he's in his suit. He's not in the Iron Monger suit. It's like an Iron something. I forget the name. It's like Iron Patriot, or not the Patriot, something like that. He has a big ass suit. Like he has like a World War II style Hulk suit. It's not as big as the Hulk, but kind of the same. She uses his suit to like fly around. So I don't see Ironheart like putting up a huge fight. I just see her running out of weapons, and then Agent Carter just like, taking advantage of that.
Well, I think that the main problem for me is like a comic book reader, even though I'm far behind by like at this point probably 6 months or more.
Jesus shit, Christ. That's a lot of comics.
Yeah, and I have the boxes. Like the boxes are, they're literally to my left.
It looks like you're inside. It looks like you're inside of a box. Like I'm not used to seeing you with like a white background.
I need to paint. Like
you feel like either a motorcycle or your wall needs to be black, like the old studio.
His comic book box ate him.
Oh, hopefully in the next couple of weeks I'll be able to like paint and like zoom the camera out.
Kronos, you literally look like a flying milk. No,
I am. So hold on, you go like I can like break the fourth wall if y'all want to see like. Hold on, I'll like turn all this shit around. But should I unplug it? Nope.
Your camera doesn't like that.
No, it's because I unplugged it because I was stupid.
Oh.
Because it was getting tangled.
Oh, for sure.
There we go. Hold on. In a second, I'll be able to like show you around like my very boring and box filled. One,
okay,
two.
We got some kind of feed.
No,
coming back.
It's going to like the wrong camera. Hold on. Oh, Jesus.
Black.
He broke it.
Black and black.
He broke his own internet.
I'll fucking figure it out in a second. Hold on. It's
it's all good.
It's this one.
He didn't break the fourth wall. He broke everything.
I did. Hold on. Can y'all see me now? Nope.
No.
Oh,
Not yet.
It's coming in.
Oh, there we go.
Feed.
All right,
there we go.
There we go. So that's like where I play video games. So over there, if you see like the box on top of boxes, those are comic book boxes that are on top of the box.
Oh.
And then over there,
all those comic book boxes. Good lord.
Those are more comic book boxes. And then
Lord.
over here is just like other boxes and shit. So, yeah. and like other stuff.
Holy shit, you're
So,
still boxed up.
yeah, I'm
Oh,
still
and
boxed
look,
up. Yeah.
and actually open comics for once. I just spent $50 on comics today because I was like, oh, these are comics that I missed. Let
I'll
me
take my
catch
camera
up.
for a second. Hold on.
And then when I went to go buy them, I'm like, holy shit, this is more than what I thought it was going to
Oh,
be.
and it's way more than that. Like I have like more than that in like boxes. So, like I still have boxes on the way, and I got to read more. I've been like my life in the past couple of months and stuff, years.
Like the year.
At this point, it's been years. Years,
Yeah.
plural, have been
Oh yeah,
kind of terrible for me. So,
dude. I want to show off something I got, something new that I got added to my
wrong one.
my office. So oh god, what's this? What's his name? XOR, fan of the podcast. It's a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
He was in China recently, and he decided to pick this up for me, but he got me this fucking
shit
Batman. That it's been sitting in a box. I haven't had a chance to open it up, and I decided to open it up. But this is from the 1989 Batman movie with Michael Keaton, and this thing is fucking dope. I mean, it looks fucking dope. Like this thing is heavy. Like this is die cast metal.
Is it like it's made out of lead?
Basically, yeah. Like
that's my China joke. That's all I got.
The thing opens
That's
up in the
funny.
front. The guns flip open in the front. It fucking lights up, which is really cool. So
you kind of missed
Holy
it.
shit, that's dope.
Tell the folks that are listening via audio what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, so anybody, if you're listening to the podcast, I have a die cast. It's a 1/18 scale model of the Batmobile from Batman and Batman Returns. It makes sounds too, so it doesn't do any like cool, like super cool sounds, but like it has like the car like taken off, which is kind of cool, and it uses like suspension to make it trigger. Let me see if I can get it to go off. I'll like hold it. But like the box is in Chinese, and I had to use like Google Translate to figure it out on my phone, see exactly what it does. But
you don't know Chinese, Blue? I'm disappointed.
So it like, you guys hear that?
I heard something.
Yeah, I can hear it.
It's pretty fucking cool. But like, yeah, this is probably like not my coolest toy I have in my place, but definitely fucking dope. I had a Batman, like the animated series car, but yeah, little Bash took that one. He's been playing with it. That's his Batmobile now. But you know, at least he knows the car is, which is makes me happy as a Batman fan. But all right, Onan, you still there? I thought you.
Yeah, I'm still here. Why did disappear on your feed?
No, you look like you were frozen there for a second.
No, I'm reading some stuff because you're talking about Batman and some like Batman art shows up. It's the art where it looks like Batman is holding Superman, but it's really Superman.
Oh, I hate that
like
one.
he's like flying up, but he has one leg up, and
Batman's holding it. I know
Batman's holding it. Yeah, and he's like
exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, so it looks like this weird like art where it looks like Batman is sitting on Superman. Or actually, at first glance, it looks like Batman's holding Superman, but it's really Batman sitting on Superman, who's in like this weird ballet pose.
Yeah,
it's confusing, but it's also hilarious at the same time. So I'm like, what the fuck? And this one's hand drawn. I've seen this in color. This is obviously all arts are hand drawn, but this one looks like it wasn't AI or anything. This looks like someone drew this on one sheet of paper, so it's in black and white.
That's kind of been around for a couple of years now.
Yeah, it's been around for a while, but I hadn't seen it in a while. It's just funny because we're talking about Batman.
Yeah,
and also I'm getting a bunch of feeds about what we were supposed to talk about, what we were going to talk about, but Prodigy left. He had some words about this.
Oh yeah.
Shit. Yeah, he had some words.
So we were going to talk about the whole Batman death in Suicide Squad. Spoiler alert.
I don't know if it's a spoiler alert. But...
Well, yeah, because I mean, if you haven't played the game,
or
if you've been under a rock lately,
like Cronus was saying in the title, it says Suicide Squad kill the Justice League. Like the goal is to kill Justice League members. So the real question is, how do they do it?
Well, so I went back and watched the actual, because Batman's basically a boss in the game, and the way that so spoiler once again, So basically, Batman uses fear toxin against the Suicide Squad, and so Batman is basically this giant fire demon-looking character that you have to fight against, and then somehow they defeat him, and then Batman's just on the ground with like a bunch of bullet holes. Like that's it. That's how the whole boss battle goes, and Batman wasn't doing Batman shit, which I was like kind of let down. I mean, this like I've seen this game, like I've watched it, like the trailer and stuff like that, and I haven't been interested in playing it just because it doesn't look that great to me. I mean, Harley Quinn looks good in it, but like having like Captain Boomerang and like,
let's be real. You don't want to play this because you don't get to play as Batman.
Yeah, basically. I mean, that's what it comes down to when it came to Gotham Knights. I can't play as Batman. Yeah. You can miss me with that bullshit. No.
I mean, but no, Gotham Knights is actually pretty fun. I beat the brakes on it. I'm about to 100% this fucking game. So
I mean, in Arkham games, you get to play like Catwoman. You can play as Harley Quinn. You can play as Batgirl. You can play as Nightwing. Like little side missions.
Yeah, and not only that, but also in the sequels, you don't play as Catwoman until the part 2. You play as Harley Quinn in the 3rd one, or technically the 4th one. And then Catwoman you get to play again in the 3rd one. So like the very first one's all Batman. Like that's all the first Arkham Asylum, it's all Batman. Nothing else.
Yeah.
So
but like for this game
it's also single player game.
Wait, Suicide Squad, is it single player as well, or is it
4-player co-op?
Oh, okay. And then Gotham Knights that way too. Oh shit, Chronos is back.
So Gotham Knights is 2-player co-op, but they have a 4-player co-op mode, but it's not part of this. It's not part of the story. It's like extra. It's like a dungeon crawling 4-player mode. It's pretty fun though.
So Chronos just jumped back. We're touching on Suicide Squad. Justice League.
I feel like we need to have Prodigy on so I can clown him.
Yeah.
On this.
No, he left already. I feel like he escaped.
That's why I'm saying we need to have him on to like talk about this, because I mean, honestly, this is the problem with like my thoughts with the game, is that I'm not honestly, the game. It's not gonna be the greatest game, and I'm not gonna like try to like bullshit anybody into thinking this. I'm not trying to advocate to buying it or anything like that. I'm probably gonna get it, but like the over exaggerations of how much this game is gonna suck, it feels to me like Gotham Knights, and even worse than Gotham Knights, where it's just like a different kind of game than what I think we were thinking of from Rocksteady. Yeah. Who did the original, Arkham games with Batman. And people are just so up in arms about it. I'm just like, fuck it. I'll give it a chance. Like, it doesn't look terrible at first glance. I think it's just way different than what we were expecting. But it's not a fucking Batman game. And this is the problem that I have with, like, everybody that's thinking, this is going to be some It's not, like, none of the characters in the game are fucking Batman. Except for, like, a villain. And if you think about, like, the villains, if you read the Injustice games, or even, like, the Batman protocols of his contingencies against other Justice League members, like, this all makes sense. But for some reason, when this game came out, everybody just threw all shit out the window. Like, oh my god, like, this is so fucking terrible. Just like, it's not Batman, it's not Justice League, blah blah. Just shut the fuck up. Like I'm not. Just, if you're not gonna give it a chance, fine. Just say you're not gonna give it a chance, but don't sit there and like say every single fucking trailer that you see more reasons that you're not gonna play it, because we already know you're not going to fucking play it. So just stop, let the folks that want to play it, and just stop giving your bullshit excuses on top of excuses. So
yeah, like I'm a big Batman fan, and like I'm cool with like what happens to Batman because it's Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. But I think
it's the name of the fucking game.
Yeah, I think one of the problems that people were having was that apparently this was supposed to be, or they thought that this was Kevin Conroy's last like voice work doing Batman, but actually it's the Justice League Infinite Crisis series. I think that's his last one.
I mean,
but also they felt like it was. I'm just telling you why people were mad about it, but also like they felt like it was a bad send off for like the whole Arkham game, like it was disrespectful to the Arkham games. It's like this could be like another universe. Like it's not. I mean,
I'm not even.
Batman.
I am not
Batman
giving
dies.
him. I'm not giving him that much fucking rope. What I'm gonna say is, you did not know when Kevin Conroy is gonna die. You might have said, "Oh, he had cancer." Okay, people recover from fucking cancer. All right. You don't know when somebody's gonna fucking die. So for you to say it's a bad send off, like, what are you gonna do if you're a studio and Kevin Conroy, which is the voice of Batman in the animated studios, he's pretty much the voice of Batman, like, for most people. Like, what are you gonna say? Just because he died, you're just gonna can all of his shit? Like, that doesn't make any goddamn sense. It really doesn't.
Yeah. Also, it comes to find out that this is not his last Batman project.
Yeah,
There's
I mean,
actually
that's what
two
Blue
more.
said. Yeah.
Yeah, well, not only that, there's two more projects that are coming out that have not been fully disclosed. I guess they're only. I guess they're in post production now, and I guess one of them is like tied to the Batman the Animated Series. I don't know if it's like a Batman Beyond, like in between Batman Beyond and Batman the Animated Series. It wasn't exactly clear, but he literally has 2 to 3 more projects coming out posthumously. So we're going to see
Yeah.
more of Kevin Conroy within the next year and a half.
I mean,
So
and that's what happens. It's like, unfortunately, like, if you create content, which obviously all of us do, there's gonna be a time to where eventually one of us on this podcast are gonna fucking die. So you're gonna hear our ghosts for, I guess not forever, but for a while. And you never know, like, when somebody's gonna pass away. And I don't like that people are saying it's a bad send off. Like, the guy, he signed up to voice a character. They paid him for the character, and what are you gonna do? Like, he's the titular. He's not a titular character, but he is he's the voice of Batman for, like, most people. So, like, you can't just say just can it. Like, that's fucking stupid.
yeah, I know what project talking points are on this. Some of them, 2 of them, I feel like are kind of weird, like out of left field kind of things. But I mean, he tries to argue them from his point of view, and I kind of get it, but then I feel like it's still ridiculous. But that's on him. I'm gonna let him talk his talking points.
We'll talk
For
about
me,
it. We'll fight, but not in real life, because I'd kick his ass. I'm just saying.
for me, I'm just like, is the game good? Like, it for me, it's basically in Gotham Knights you get to play as 2 of the Bat family at a time. And then there's like I was telling Blue earlier, like, you can play 4 players, but it's not part of the story. It's like an outside dungeon crawling like thing. It's like a loot grab kind of thing, but it's like, if you want to play more, it gives you like a challenging like dungeon crawl. Like, you got to play different levels and survive. Like, it gets progressively harder, and you can play up to 4 people, which is fun. This is Rocksteady at 4-player co-op within the Arkham universe. Maybe, possibly, maybe not. I don't know. I don't have the game. What I do know is that one of our friends in the podcast, he was in the chat. I don't know if he went to go play the game. He was in the chat when we first started. He has early access to Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League, and he's liking it. And he said exactly as what Corona said when we started talking about this. He said the game is fun. It's not great, but it's not bad either. He says it's just fun, and you can squad up with your homies and pick different DC villains, because these are DC villains. They're not particularly all Batman villains, and you can squad up and like do shit to heroes. I think what we're kind of mad about is that we're getting a Suicide Squad game before we get a Justice League game. And I think that's probably more off-putting, so it gives people more of a chance to piss on the game because they didn't get what they wanted. They got something different, but they might be pleasantly surprised. It might be a fun game. It may not be, game of the year, but it might be something that you're able to, play and have fun with your friends. I mean, we all pay for internet pretty much. Why not use that instead of just like sitting at home and playing single player games and getting on Reddit or whatever, complaining about it? Play the game with other people and be like, hey, let's have a good time.
Yeah, just play the game yourself. Like I haven't played it either, but I mean, I don't have a problem with the game. I mean, sorry, I do have problems with like the premise of the game. And it's not like what everybody else is thinking. It's just the kind of get. It's sort of like it seems like a lot like Destiny, and it's not. Well, this is the problem. Is like I have like a Rocksteady had a they set a precedence with their games, and they're not going to hit that precedence with this game, and I'm okay with that because you can't make a 10 out of 10 game like all the time. So I think people need to be okay with that. So I don't know. Like I think folks are just like their expectations with the games in this day and age. Like people are kind of spoiled when it comes to games because there's so many games that they come out like all the time now, and like a lot. Movies. Yeah, and they can't all be like 10s. And I'm okay with like I have fun with games that are not 10s all the fucking time. Like it's fine.
I can attest to that because the games that I can tell that Curtis is playing, that he's having fun with. He doesn't talk about it, but I see him play them. This game must not be good, but I see him playing it on the daily. Yeah. Like I saw you're playing Need for Speed. You don't even talk about Need for Speed Unbound.
Yeah, like, Need for Speed is they're fun games.
It's a fun game. The latest one, Unbound, was actually pretty fucking good. It has an actual story.
Oh, wait, hold on. I haven't played Unbound, but I do play Need for Speed games. Yeah.
I thought you were playing. No. You're playing Payback. That's the one. You're playing.
Yeah,
Payback.
That was a while ago though. But like my most recent game that I've been playing is Tekken 8.
Oh, but that just came out though. That's not fair.
I mean,
everyone's talking about Tekken 8.
I mean, besides Tekken 8, like what else? I was playing.
Yeah, but the games that you play, that you don't even talk about.
Nobody saves the world. What's it talking about?
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, that one just that was on PlayStation Plus, right?
It's free. Play the game.
Yeah.
Like honestly, play the game. It's a great game. Really great.
Yeah, there's a lot of really good indie games out there that we will play but don't talk about.
Yeah, but I can tell the games that Cronus is like. I see him online and he's playing the game for like 3 or 4 days at a time, but he doesn't talk about it. And I'm sitting here waiting for him to talk about it. I'm like, well, he's obviously enjoying the game because he's still fucking playing it. So, but he's not talking about it. So it must not be great. It must be just fun.
Well, I mean, I should probably do like. So this is the thing, is there's only so much time on the podcast, which obviously we're coming to an end. But I consume like so much stuff on a daily basis. So, just by like the nature of like, how do I put this? At like this is the end of the podcast, so I guess I don't really give a shit. But so I have a mental disability, to be honest. But they were on the podcast, like, and so I have to like consume like a lot of stuff in general. So like if I get, so say if I'm working and I get up to like even use the bathroom, I have to like listen to something to like get up and use the bathroom, or to go do whatever around the house, doing dishes, whatever. So I listen to a lot of books, podcasts, I play games, I do a lot of stuff, but I don't talk about like the vast majority of it because just like who wants to like listen? We only have so much time on the podcast, but I can. There's like a lot of shit that I consume on a daily basis. Like today, I finished like the 6th book on the Magitech archives, which is like a book series, and like I listened in like probably tonight while I'm finishing the podcast, I'm going to listen to at least one podcast while I edit this podcast. And I also played Tekken 8 today, and I beat the game today. And then I played like an extra session of singular story mode on Tekken 8. And I do a bunch of other shit. It's like a lot of stuff I have to do to like keep myself occupied. But I don't like talk about it.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I could.
As far as the games go, we can all see, because we're friends on there, what we're playing, and like I can tell, I can see what you're playing unless you're in like incognito mode.
Which I did for like over a year. So yeah.
Yeah, so my friend is actually doing that too.
It also comes down to like what content you feel like is worth talking about on the podcast. Because
of course, 100%.
I took a shit today. Do I want to talk about it?
No, I don't want to hear about it.
Only if I want to talk about how I wiped.
Yeah. You got a bidet, right?
Example.
You got a bidet, right? I'm just
Hell
saying.
yeah, I got a bidet.
I have fucking 2 bidets now. It's great
God
in my
damn.
house.
So you want to know a perfect example? Perfect example was Exoprimal. So Exoprimal,
Yeah.
Curtis and I were talking about on
I
the
want to
podcast.
play it. Yeah.
Yeah, so you had early access.
No, I've not played the game at all. I want to play it though.
I thought you played the beta.
No,
We talked about playing the game because we watched the trailer. I watched a little bit, and I was very hesitant. And then when the game came out, it came out to the Game Pass day one. It was day one release. So I thought he was playing it, and I was like, "Well, I want to know what he's thinking." So, but he didn't say anything.
I think
so
they got a different
well,
game. So yeah, it also depends on when it came out because I have not unboxed my Xbox Series X yet.
Oh,
It's like it's literally sitting right next to my TV downstairs to play it, but I don't have it unpacked yet.
Oh, see, you could have been playing Power World. Oh, you're playing on your Steam Deck though.
No, my Steam Deck is still it's not packed, but it's like right there.
Damn it!
Dude, I got
Yeah.
I promise you talk about comic books earlier, but I got a lot of games to fucking catch up on.
Yeah.
I need to play like God of War, Ragnarok. I need to play
So
Spider-Man
good.
2.
Yeah, so good.
I need to get since I'm a Harry Potter fan now. I need to get into Hogwarts.
You should have been playing
Hogwarts.
On. So
man, nobody told me how good the books were, so
I
didn't care about it.
What are you talking about, dude? Cronus was first of all, it wasn't just Cronus; it was Kay. She was talking about it. That's all she talked about. And so the openings for like at least 3 of the movies, I went with half the squad.
Yeah.
I was there. I was like, oh, let's go, because there's people dressed up when we went to go see some of these movies. They came in robes and stuff, and like all they would do is just talk about it. Like, so Mishka, Kay, a bunch of other pinheads, they're all talking about it. I think you're busy drinking. That's probably why you didn't give a fuck.
No, the Harry Potter books came out in like 2001.
I know, but they were talking about the movies.
Been around for a long
time. They read the books, but they
nobody
talked about the books because they read the books.
I'm just messing around. I've known about the Harry Potter books since day one. Like the whole hype behind them all was like my one of my good friends, that was one of my groomsmen, Ben, his wife read I think it was like the Order of the Phoenix. She read that in like one day. Like that's how big of a fan she was. And I guess kids were doing that too. Like they were trying to read the whole entire book within a day, just because how good it was. And the audiobooks was superb.
I mean,
I enjoyed listening.
Honestly, I listened and read to all the Harry Potter books. I was such a Harry Potter fan that like when I was doing like my Iraq days when I was getting paid a bunch of money, I was going through Germany when one of the books came out, and I bought like the European version. So I have like the European version of one of the Harry Potter books. I think it was like, it doesn't matter which one it was, but yeah, it's like a different cover than it was from America. And then I was reading it through, like some of the words were different than what I was used to in English in the book because it was for the European version, even though it was in English. It was fucking weird.
Yeah, I'm like, when they say like what garage, they don't say garage. Were you listening to the book or reading?
Reading. I bought the book.
Okay, yeah. So my sister gave me the first 3 books, hardbacks, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like I haven't read them. I just watched the movies.
Something interesting about the books is that like for measurements they use inches instead of like centimeters or meters or whatever. They don't use like the imperial. Is that imperial thing? Yeah. And somebody said the reason because of that is because the Wizarding World, like they don't. I guess I didn't know. Like I thought inches. Well, the metric system is like a newer system versus like the inches and stuff like that.
Well, sort of, but
yeah, sort of. But they're both old. However, the rest of the world uses the metric system, while the U.S. still uses. Like,
it's not the rest of the world. I don't like when everybody says that. Yeah, most of the world. Yeah.
But like somebody said that the reason why that is because in the Wizarding World they're like, well, we don't need this system. We already have a system that works, and so that's why they still use like inches. Because like when they talk about the wands, they talk about the wands in inches. They don't say like centimeters or meters or whatever. Like they say inches. Like this. Oh, you have such and such one with unicorn hair. 7 inches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but also when you go to like I think it's in England, they still go in miles, not kilometers. So yeah.
Really? Oh, isn't it split though? They have. I've seen signs where they say both.
All right.
So.
Well, we got to wrap this up because I'm getting tired. I got to edit.
For sure.
All right.
what y'all got populating this weekend? Blue, I'm gonna start with you with your return to Gotham type.
Blue is back, baby. I just bought my ticket to Open Open Gala, so I brought my
You got
premium
the
ticket.
early one?
I will be there. Yes.
Fuck yes.
I got the 4 o'clock
All right,
ticket.
Drunk Blue's
So
coming out.
I will coordinate with you, Kronos, on getting there and this and that, so we can hit the space up at the same time. Wait, why you got the look in your face?
I'm looking at something. Not you.
Oh, okay. You did buy the 4 o'clock one, right?
Yeah, for sure. I did.
All right, cool. Yeah, we'll figure out, like, we'll coordinate something so we can meet up and go at the same time or something. Definitely want to Uber there or whatever.
You know what we're gonna take
whatever
Bart?
needs to happen.
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna stay in the city for that night. But definitely take like Bart there, and I will. If you want me to, I'll go whatever bar station you're at, and then we'll get an Uber Uber Black.
Yeah,
and then we'll
we'll figure out what hotel you're at, and then like maybe I can Uber to the hotel, or maybe it's walking distance to the hotel or something like that.
Yeah,
hopefully
I'll figure that out tomorrow because I need to because Kay was like, when are you going to be gone for? And like, how long? I'm it's like, I don't fucking know. I'm gonna be drunk, but. You know.
What the fuck?
But yeah, definitely looking forward to that because it's been a while since I've been to an alcohol event altogether since basically COVID. But yeah, I just bought my tickets right now. Like I literally just bought my tickets for like you probably heard me typing and I was purchasing my tickets. But outside of that, I got a couple of audiobooks I've been listening to. Basically free to my public library, which I want to try to review next week because the one I'm listening to is kind of crazy.
What book?
It's called. I don't know. Where's my phone at? So
it's okay. You look it up. I'll bullshit. Look up your book. So there's like a bunch of if you live in any city and you happen to have a library card. If you don't, I mean, fucking fix that. Get a library card, especially if you
have children.
No, I was gonna say like how do I put it easily, but like if you
limited means.
Yeah, limited means. God damn it, I hate saying shit like that, but yeah, you can get books for free if you have a library. Your library books. Think about it like this: you've already paid into your library. Like it's not. Don't think about it as like something free. You've already fucking paid for it, and your local library has probably way more resources than you realize, which includes audiobooks and fucking music and all this other kinds of shit. But you just don't know
Movies,
it.
TV shows.
Yeah, all that shit.
Yeah.
And you already paid for it.
Anime.
Yeah, so most libraries, especially the bigger libraries within your county, they should have Blu-rays and DVDs. You can rent them for free.
Bro, now it's digital shit.
Yeah, you can stream that shit now.
You can stream it.
There's a library in the corner, but yes, you can do both.
Yeah.
They have a section for. Oh, also, most at least metropolitan libraries, they have an anime section, or not anime, a manga section. They will have a manga section. If you're trying to find Dick Fight Island, you can rent that shit at your local library.
Well,
then what?
It's
did you already read it?
It's fucking digital. Like you don't even have to fucking go to your library.
Yeah,
so you have to go to the library to get a fucking library card, but you can get it all digitally.
You can do both. You can do both.
Or not, old ninja. We're in the fucking future. Stop it.
Some people are old like me and they prefer.
No, so there's literally like multiple apps you can use that library provide. Like the one I'm using is called Hoopla. There's Hoopla. There's Overdrive. There's what's this other one? There's like a bunch of them you can use, and you can download the same app on Amazon on like your Alexa device or your Fire Stick or like your Google TV or whatever. Like you can download these apps, access your account, and watch these videos and stream them like if it was fucking Netflix. And like they have TV shows, movies, like they have movies that have been released recently, not like in theaters, but like have come out to like DVD or Blu-ray or streaming media basically.
As long as it's digital, then you can watch it. Also, what I didn't know, I don't know if you know this, Blue. You probably do know this, but our local libraries, they give you a discount or free admission to museums around the area.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know this. Yes. I found this out within the last month.
It's a bunch of shit that you again already paid for, Like, use what you paid for in your local district.
So even on top of that, I mean, I talked about it on a podcast before I took my little break, but like basically, like you can get free subscriptions or free access to tools to better educate yourself. Like the state of
Udemy.
California. If you live in the state of California, you can get access to Coursera, which is like a giant database of like videos and stuff you can watch it. They have you also have access to LinkedIn Learning. You have access to Udemy, like all these different resources to basically build up your skills. And like I talked about how I did the whole data analyst, the Google data analyst course, and like I literally was like doing interviews for that role like within months after completing the class. I never landed a role. It's because I wasn't very good at the interviewing process, and like I wasn't used to there being like a quiz in an interview. They test your skills. I'm like,
they'll test you 100%.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I thought y'all guys just liked the way I looked. I didn't know you guys even know how my brain worked.
Like, no, sir, you are still black, so
yeah, you're still black, so we don't need you to prove you know this stuff. But I mean, every interview I had was a learning experience because I got to learn how to do more in SQL or like in Python. I learned how to do Python. Like I learned every interview I did, I learn more and more. So I learned how to use SQL, Python.
Your SQL's awesome, by the way.
I used a bunch of different tools. I loved it.
Come on.
I never did an interview and was like, this quiz is awesome. Like I was super excited to try to solve this problem they gave me. It's just that like once they gave it to me, I was like, shit, I don't know what the hell this is.
I did say SQL.
Awesome. Stop. SQL is not fucking awesome. SQL is fucking terrible.
Awesome. It's awesome.
This is very awesome. No, it's not. This is why you're not. This is why you're not in IT.
Who said I wanted to do IT?
I mean, you. So
no, I don't
yeah,
I really
SQL is fucking terrible.
SQL's awesome. I'd rather. So I put it this way: I would rather do SQL than COBOL, Fortran, or assembly or MIPS.
I'd rather do none of those. And yeah, fuck all that shit. Like,
I've had to do all of them except for Fortran. I've never actually seen. Actually, no, I've seen Fortran.
Ask any storage person, how cool is SQL?
That's not my problem. I just want to write my database, and they can deal with every time I hit the database when it's supposed to be reviewed.
We're wrapping up, so we gotta.
All right, so quick little. So there was a comic book that I kind of stumbled across, audiobook, but it's called Zamba, and it's basically about like these gauntlets that are from Africa, where this guy kind of stumbles across it, and he turns out to be like a perfect match for that, to be able to wear these gauntlets. But then like there's a guy with like a kabuki mask, and he's like after these gloves to like do crazy fucking things. So it's really cool to check out. It's very small, limited run for this comic audiobook. But the author who wrote this book, his name is Alex Cage, and he's actually an MMA fighter. So he like always enjoy like writing books. So he has like this mini series that like these audiobooks are like an hour long, and it's called Orlando Black. And basically this black military guy who basically ends up in situations that he shouldn't be in, but he ends up like fucking like solving crimes, so like that. It almost made me think of Luke Cage, basically. I mean, the guy's not like a superhero or anything. He's just a badass black guy. So he ends up in this town like in Texas, and like a murder happens, and like the police like arrest him because he's black and he has a nice car. Now that's how it begins with, but then he ends up like, I don't know, befriending like the female chef, the female officer, and they end up solving the crime. But like, I don't know, the story is really fun just because it's like an hour long. The audio, like the voice actor is really good, and the quality they put into it is really good for such a short little story. And it's not like a big published run. Like it isn't like your New York bestseller. It's just a simple audio book that you can listen to. That's a lot of fun. So if you can, it's actually on Amazon Audible as well as the library. So if you have your library card, get it on your library card because it is pretty short, and you don't want to waste a fucking an Audible credit for this book because it's only half an hour long, when you can buy like a book that's like 10, 15, 24 hours long. So definitely check out your local library for this one. But yeah, it's a really fun one. But the one I'm currently listening to is called Kate Daniels. It's called Magic Bite, and it's about this vampire hunter, demon slayer, magician thing chick who goes around. She's trying to solve a crime. It's like Detective Pikachu, but with magic, which is kind of fun and cool. But yeah, definitely check it out if you can. I'm on book 1. I think there's 7 in the series, and I'm definitely gonna check the other ones out.
Bruh.
That's all it is for me.
Are you sure now? Are you sure?
That's it for me.
All right.
Cronus?
I'm sure. I mean, I'm good. Like blues.
Yeah, you're good. Okay. So for me, I'm just gonna be reading these. I just bought these today. Be reading these, try to read them over the weekend and gaming. There you go.
All right, I gotta edit shit. So yeah, take us out of here.
All right. You just experienced Black and Black Times Infinity with the return of Black Batman. Check us out anywhere and everywhere with BZNBTI, BTH, and BTI. You can check out our official website, benheadproductions.com/BNBTI. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, you can check out us and then email us, bnbti@gmail.com. And we have a Discord, email us and let us know if you want to join.
All right. Good in the Bay. See you next week. Later.
Into the unknown vastness of space. Yet many questions remain unanswered.